Okay, so I see a lot of these other Christian content creators. They'll make videos, and they'll always talk about how like it's been put on their heart or whatnot. This isn't me trying to dog them. I'm just saying I kind of get where they're going with it when they say that God placed something on their heart. I wouldn't sit there and say that. God places a lot of things in my heart, and I don't talk about everything God places on my heart because it doesn't honestly apply to everybody. It sometimes only applies to me. It's just how I feel about it. But this applies to all of us. Okay, so this is a Freddy's cup. You know what? You know what's crazy? I thought Freddy's would be spelled with IES, not Freddy's, like as in DDYS. Anyway, I never thought about that. Anyway, so I work out a lot. There was a point in my life where I stopped working out. I say my life as if I have lived that long of a life. I haven't. There was like maybe a month period where I stopped working out very continuously. I only worked out like once a week, maybe, if I was lucky, right? Because of school and all that. And it's probably going to happen again because school is tough, and I got to dedicate more time to school now because a lot of things are going to be difficult to understand. But anyway, getting back to it. This cup. If I fill this cup up with nothing but lemonade, it's going to taste sweet, and it's going to be, it's going to taste sweet. Simple as that. That's the only benefit I'm going to get from it. I might get some, As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure lemonade is less hydrating than water. So if I fill this entire cup of lemonade or any type of lemon-like substance, drink, it'll taste really good at first, but it's going to end up doing me harm in the future, right? Oh, well, what harm is it going to do you? It's just like a couple extra calories more than water, right? Even though water is, I'm pretty sure, 0 calories. Anyway, so let's talk about it. This cup, right, is filled with air right now. If I fill it up with all lemonade, it's going to be an unhealthy drink, right? And we understand that there are things that are unhealthy. Now, we in society have made this exception where we'll do things that are unhealthy because it's not that bad, right? I'm here to tell you it's all that bad. If you're a follower of Christ, you need to understand that everything you do that isn't of God is a distraction. Everything, right? So what does that mean? Does that mean that you can't watch Scooby-Doo? No. Does that mean that you can't play video games? No. This is what I'm telling you, though. You got to fill this cup up with only God, right? For example, if I'm a bodybuilder, I'm not a bodybuilder, but I think it'd be pretty cool to be one. It's expensive to be a bodybuilder, though. This is completely filled with protein right now. Like, it's filled to the brim with protein. Like, I don't know if you can hear that, but like you can hear that it's barely has any room to shake and make motion because it's almost filled to the brim. The reason I didn't fill it to the brim was because then it would just be a little harder to clean out. Anyway, the difference between this and that, this is empty right now. But the difference between the two is that if this was full lemonade, this would be of no benefit to me besides being sweet. And guess what? Sweet things do something to you. First of all, since this is lemonade, it would have a higher chance of making me dehydrated. Really, people just need to drink water whenever they're dehydrated because water doesn't have any negative benefits. There are no negative benefits to water as long as it's clean. And if you're drinking from a clean source of water, then you should be fine, right? Anyway, getting to the point. If I fill this up, if I make space only in this, let's not even say this is a bottle. Let's say this is your stomach. If you only make room for sweet stuff in your stomach, don't ever expect to have room for the stuff that you actually need. If I only make room in here for gummies, Sour Patch Kids, and lemonade, I'm never going to have room for protein from chicken, from vitamin C and D from fruits, and other stuff I need. Like, for example, carbohydrates, carbs, like from rice and all that, right? If I fill myself up with stuff I don't need, I can never expect to be filled with stuff that I do need because I don't have space for it. I just don't. That's not how it works, right? And then whenever your feces comes out, you're going to be able to tell how healthy you are as a person, right? And I know that's not the nicest picture to paint for you guys, but it doesn't get much nicer if you keep on continuing to do that. In fact, your body actually responds a certain way by getting more tired, more weak. Your attention span starts to degrade. You need more sleep for no reason because you don't have the energy to do stuff you need to do. As opposed, if I were to fill this cup with all the stuff I need, protein, carbohydrates, vitamins, stuff like that, I will be in tip-top shape and perfect. Will it always be fun to sit there and not be able to drink what everyone's drinking or not be able to eat all the sweets everyone's eating? Sure, but I'm going to be way healthier than them. I'm going to be way more energetic than them. I'm not going to have the same problems they're going to have in 30 or 40 years. I'm going to be in shape, healthy, and fit, and I'm going to look fit too. I'm going to be in shape, right? Let's not just sit there and say everyone who does fill their cup with the bad things is always going to be out of shape because some people have fast metabolisms. Some people are different than others, right? For example, some people have the ability to eat sweets and still maintain a healthy body. And what do I mean by that? I'm relating this to Christianity. Some people have the ability to go watch things, to go see things, and still have a strong relationship with God because their body's just different. Their relationship with Christ is different. They're a different person, which is fine. But you're not that person. So since you're not that person, I want you to do this. Fill your body up with only the good stuff. Stop filling it with the bad stuff. Stop filling it with distractions. Stop. It's not worth it. It really isn't. They tell you that when you're young, you should do whatever you want. No. Your youth is meant to be enjoyed 100%. That's 100% true. But you're not meant to waste it. Because that's exactly what everyone else wants you to do. They want you to waste it. They want you to fill it up with all the sweet stuff. Because it's really awesome now. It's going to be awesome then. It's going to be awesome now. Right? It's going to, like, this lemonade is going to taste real sweet now. And it's going to taste real sweet then. But you're not going to look great. You're going to look great now. But you're not going to look great then because you kept on drinking lemonade. Right? And is it only going to be because of lemonade? No. But when you drink lemonade, which is super sweet, guess what? You're going to start craving for sweet stuff that isn't lemonade as well. So you're also not just going to drink lemonade. You're going to drink other stuff. You're going to drink Powerade, Gatorade. You're going to drink stuff that's even sweeter than that, right? Like strawberry lemonade. Cherry lemonade, like, and maybe it's just not going to be lemonade. Maybe it's going to be other sweet stuff. Maybe it's going to be Red Bull because you want like a little kick to your drink and all that. And then maybe you won't be satisfied just drinking stuff. Maybe you want to eat stuff too. Now, this is me sitting here saying you can never drink lemonade again. No. Just make sure you're not filling yourself with it. If I'm being honest, this should be 0.1%, and everything else should, and God and the other healthy stuff you need in your life, like food and all that. Imagine this lemonade is sin. Or not even say sin. Let's just say this is bad habits, because you'll never stop sinning. But imagine this is bad habits. For example, staying up late to watch that Netflix TV show. That's always going to be there. And if it's not there, guess what? You can bootleg it from some website. It's not that hard to do. Right? You're just trying to stay up all night to binge watch this one TV show that you don't think you're going to have time for. Okay, well, watch the TV show whenever you have time for it, and then just do the stuff you need to do when you do it. Build a good habit now so that you don't have to worry about having terrible habits then, right? And I know that I'm making this sound easy. It's not. This video is for me and for anyone who's watching this. Build good habits now so you don't have to worry about building, good habits later. Building good habits later almost never works, and it's because you're too used to that bad cycle. You're too used to it, and you default back to it. And then on top of this, it's even harder to default to a good cycle because when you try to do something new, anything new at all, anything that's healthy for you, especially that, anything new that adds controversy or that adds stress to your life, it's going to suck. And when things suck, guess what? We want a break. And guess what your break is going to be? It's going to be this. When really, you should try to make it to where your break defaults to still doing this. Your break should never default to this. It should always default to this. That's why building good habits in the beginning is better than building it later. Build good habits now, and then sometimes have a treat every once in a while, right? Simple as that. It's the best way to do it. So how does this translate to Christians? Get rid of all the bad habits in your life. Everything is a distraction in some way, shape, or form, right? Now, some things are more distractions than others, and some things just aren't distractions for you. At least not enough, right? Like, for example, some people can play games and say, you know what, I'm done with this game for today. I'm going to hop off and do this instead and be more productive, right? And that's just how some people work. It's just that easy for them. Some people it's not. Some people are addicted to games and want to grind for literal hours and keep on going. Some people are addicted to other things and want to keep on going on it and can't stop themselves. This goes from anywhere from games to lust to anything. Like, this ranges from anything. Anything that's a distraction, TV, sometimes reading books with people, sometimes playing outside, sometimes hanging out with friends. You lose track of time. Here's a tip. If you're losing track of time while you're doing it and you're not able to manage it well with stuff you need to do, it's a distraction. That's the best thing I can tell you. It's a distraction. If it makes it to the point of where you have to manage it with your time and you're not managing your time well, like it's messing up your time management, then it's a distraction. Cut it off. And it's not going to be easy. Do it in short dosages, right? The best thing I can tell you to do is this. When you wake up in the morning, start off with the good stuff. Don't give yourself bad stuff. What does that mean? Wake up on time. Get up out of bed. Make sure you get up. As soon as you wake up, think about the first thought you should be thinking repeatedly is get up. And once you get up, don't get back in bed. Do something. Like I said, this is just for you. This is for me too. Do something. Get up and do something. I promise you it's worth it. It's not going to feel good. It's not going to. Even for people who do this constantly and have built this good habit, it doesn't feel good, but they still do it because they know it building good habits leads to a good life. That's just how it is. And like I said, this is for mainly Christians. This is for anybody who's watching this. Make room for the good stuff. Don't even pay attention to this cup. Pay attention to what you need to put inside of it. Because, it's a Freddy's cup. I'm only going to put Freddy stuff inside of it. No, it's a cup. You can put whatever you want inside of it. I could put Freddy stuff in this cup or this cup. I could put whatever in either cup. Put what you need in the cup, not what you want. It's that simple. Otherwise, that's it, guys. I really hope this was helpful for you. It's going to be helpful for me. I'm going to come back and watch this every once in a while just for motivation. But yeah, no, seriously, lock in. Make room for what you need, not for what you don't need.